This is Jake Pazicki with an ACT Science research summary question. So, in this question, we're asked to look at experiment 2 based on the findings of experiment 2, which usually means a table or graph. Which of the following species directly affect the pH of blood? So either HCO3 negative or H2CO3, or both of them, or neither of them. So those are answer choices, and we're going to look over the table to see what makes sense. So if we're looking over the table, we're seeing what affects the pH of blood. And so we're looking at the pH of the blood here, and we're trying to see which one of these two things affects it. And so we can see that both of these are measured in the table. And so the obvious answer might be to go with both HCO3 and H2CO3, but that's actually not enough to tell us that's definitely true. So if we look, because what we want to do when you have two variables like this, hopefully the test question is set up in such a way that you can see when one thing's held constant, if one thing's held constant, so in this case, when we have H2CO3, and we held that constant right here, it's in blood sample 1 and 2, it's at 1.22. When you change HCO3, if the pH changes, then you know that this HCO3 affects the blood, because you're holding this constant. So this isn't changing, but this is changing, and if the pH changes, then the only thing that changed is the first one, and so the pH must be affected by HCO3 negative. So we know that H2CO3 is definitely a contender here. Sorry. We know that HCO3 is negative is a contender because as this changes, the pH changes even when this is constant. So now for the second one, for H2CO3. So is there any place where on this table where HCO3 is held constant? And so we can see that right here at 24.23 in blood samples 2 and 3, HCO3 is held constant. And if we look over the pH, whenever H2CO3 changes, the pH still changes, so that the pH is affected by H2CO3 also. Because we see that as we change both of these variables, when the other one is held the same, the pH is affected. And so that we know that it's not only this one because the other one works, it's not only this one because the other one works, it is both of them, and it is not neither because they both work. So the answer choice is C.